Everybody that's got a motorcycle that does their own maintenance and works on their own bikes, they probably really want one of these. And I finally broke down. Harbor Freight had a sale on them, and so I went ahead, had a super coupon, and of course it'll be good for that too, I'm sure. But I finally broke down and got me one. Put out the daggone money, got that, and also picked this up too because of some of the reviews that I've seen on those motorcycle lifts. I've heard that the front wheel clamp ain't where it is. I've got the outside of the crate off. Of course, I incorporated a couple of buddies' help there to get it out of the pickup truck into the garage. Harbor Freight loaded it from their. I got her out of the package, got her jacked up. It comes with the foot release right here, which right now I've got it jacked all the way up, so I don't know if it'll drop by itself or not. Yep, there she goes. Of course, as it drops right here, it rolls forward. The tabletop itself moves forward. So, and then as it jacks up, then which it sounds to me like I need to put a little bit of oil or something on that part right down there. It also has a safety pin that comes with it, and it goes in those holes right there. Got 2 levels to keep it from dropping. Comes with this front tire clamp, some U-bolts I have to tie down with, which I'll probably end up putting some different tie downs on it, which I've got some tie downs that I've got made up for a little haul trailer too, but I've also got some other tie downs. Here's a little keeper rod. Comes with a little pull ring on it. Little stop right here. Stop pin. So it comes with this for a front stop. It's like a front stop plate that you're supposed to use with it. Some bolts, some locks and nuts. Comes with these little U-bolts here. Right here. Tie down areas, 4 of them. And this little front tire clamp thing, which I don't care for. That's why I bought the other one. This might come in handy for some other purpose. I don't know, but I know I don't like it. No, I don't care for it, but it comes with some bolts and tap nuts. It's nylon locks. So, but it's okay. I mean, it was good in a pinch, but I went ahead and splurged and got the other one. But there it is. Pretty nice. I can honestly say, Harbor Freight, thank you very much. You've done me right on each side of this. I don't know if you can see that mark or not. And then I've got another mark right here. I'm going to drill a 3/8 hole using that bit through here, and then I will mount the front of this bracket, and it'll set right here on each side of this perfectly. Then after I mount the front, before I tighten it all down, I'll line it all up, take some measurements, and of course there's my tape measure. Take some measurements, line it all up, and make sure the ass end is true, and I'll mark the ass end, and then I'll drill it and put it together. And that will have everything I need except for my hold downs, tie downs, which I don't see why I really need the U-bolts, because those holes are close enough to the edge. I really don't need U-bolts there. And then I'll have these set of holes here that I might put an eye bolt in or something up here. I don't know really if I need it. I've also got some holes up front here on this front lip. One there and one there. that I could actually use as a tie down point. 2 pilot holes drilled. Now I'm going to check up my 3/8 drill, and we're going to see if we can video as we do this. And hopefully that don't knock this little cell phone over as I do it. Yeah, I used to work in a machine shop, and you always pilot drill a hole. After you punch it to mark it, pilot drill it, and then you can drill it bigger. Pretty hard steel, so it'll hold everything we need to. Almost burnt up my bit. Front started up here. They're not tight yet or nothing. I've got to take some quick measurements back here and make sure that my spacing is the same from the lip to the edge and the lip to the edge on both sides. And if they are, then I'll go ahead and drill these back ones out and I'll bolt it down. And that sucker will be ready to rock and roll. Like I said, this thing comes with all kinds of good gadgets. Of course, these pedals are removable, so you jack it up, you can take your pedals back off and move them out of the way, lay them over to the side, or maybe even put them up underneath there, which I'm sure that they will fit there. And yes, see, they'll fit right there. Your descent pedal, it has a key here and a key here to hold the apparatus here on. And it's got this little bolt right here that goes into a nut. I would advise that you read this booklet. It says 1,000-pound capacity motorcycle lift. Okay? That's what it says right there. 1,000-pound capacity motorcycle lift. Anyways, that's the picture of it on the book. I'd advise to read it. Make sure that you read about all the safety features, okay? This little rod up here, this little pin rod, of course, can be put in from either direction. Okay, to get that out, of course, right now I've got the setting on the pin rod, okay? As you can see, the rod's through both sides. This does have lockdown feet. I would advise that if you put a motorcycle on this little unit right here, that you use the lockdown feet. It's got one on each side up here. Screw those down until they touch the floor. Keep it from moving around. Probably as you're loading a motorcycle, it would be advisable to set those on the floor to keep it from moving around. I've got it moved away from between the bikes and everything. I'm going to jack it up. I'm going to let you see how it comes down. 1 pump, 2 pumps, 3 pumps. 3 pumps and up and at them. There is my safety pin. Nice little apparatus. Now I'm going to let her down. As you can see, she's coming down. The hydraulics are there. I let off the pedal right here, and guess what? It stops. Isn't that nice? There's your ramp. Watch your ramp go down. That's not me parting, by the way. That is the hydraulic jack on the lift. This is the lift after you drop it. You drop the lift down, you got this ramp right here. Okay? And drive your motorcycle up on it, whatever it takes. But as you can see, as I stand up here on this end of it, what happens? The whole lift comes like that. The 750's up on it. What we're going to do with the 750 is a little bit just a tedious job here. It's nothing really major. We're going to, you can see how it's on there, and then I've got my straps actually run back up underneath there on the square tubing that supports the base on both sides. I went ahead and strapped it down. It's got a little bit narrower front tire. I'm still using the same pinhole on the back lock. So the back lock is still there, and it'll take from, I do believe this is a 20-inch or 19-inch anyway front tire on it. And then you've got over here the 15-inch on that Honda, which I done know it'll set it up on it with no problem. So that middle bolt right there, that middle hole on that back plate, it'll accommodate from this size all the way to that size. So it's working pretty good so